most of the time when we do yoga poses, standing yoga poses, we turn them into these shapes and we just hang out in them. Long term, that's not conducive to optimal health, as I explained in the last video on side angle. We can't just fall into shapes and poses. We really need to create them and engage with them in order to get the maximum value from that particular pose. Triangle, when it's done in this kind of 3-stage format, which is stiffen, reach, and then bend. And typically what people do is they tend to bend from their hip and they just hang. And it's a horrible looking pose. And I'm not entirely sure what is really working in that pose. If you said to me, my muscles are strengthening, I would disagree. If you said your muscles were stretching, I would disagree. Remember, just because you feel a sensation in your body and we're doing yoga poses, it doesn't mean that sensation is automatically stretching. So how would I like you to do your triangle based on biomechanics? Based on this idea presented by Dr. Stuart McGill at the University of Waterloo in Canada, that you need to create proximal stiffness for distal mobility. And what that kind of means in our simplified yoga language is that we need to engage with our core more, and the more solid we are in the middle, the more kind of fluidity and dexterity we can create in our limbs. But interestingly, when we do triangle pose, we stiffen our limbs and weaken our core. So let me say that again. We want to have a stronger core and more fluid limbs, but in triangle, the way it's typically taught, we do the opposite. We have stiff limbs and a floppy core. And again, that's not conducive to long-term optimal health. So I'm going to show you the more kind of biomechanical way to do this pose, one that promotes bone health, muscle strength, ligament strength, everything else. It's just such an amazing way to do the triangle. As a disclaimer, there's going to be plenty of know-it-all yoga people out there who say, no, this is how you do triangle because that's how it's always been done. And the idea of justifying generic wisdom is baffling to me. Just because something has been done that particular way or is tradition, it doesn't mean it's kind of right. You know, so much of tradition should just stay in the past. We've moved on. Our understanding of biomechanics has moved on. There are so many better ways that we can do things. How would I like you to do triangle? Okay, from this stiff to 3, I'd like you to bend your knees as if you're bend your front knees, sorry, as if you're doing side angle pose. Hand on the block for now. I would typically have it on the inside, but I'm going to take it to the outside because I want you to see my shape just there. Now, legs are not fully engaged yet. I'm going to see what I've just done. I take a punch. I imagine Zaki, when he's 5, punching me in the belly, and I've got to keep my cool. So I don't do that. I just take it gently. I reach up there, and then keeping stiffness around my core, keeping that brace feeling in my core, I straighten my legs as much as I can there. So this hanging becomes this, more active, and hope you can see the lines in my body so you can see the difference. I'll show you from the posterior view to make life a little bit easier. So again, rather than just stiffening your legs, stiffening your arms, reaching forward with your fingertips and then bending to the side, I'd like you to come into side angle. I'm going to take the block to the inside now so you can see my legs. Side angle here. Turn the torso away. Breathe. Now take that punch and then slowly straighten your front leg. And look what happens with my head. It doesn't, I need to move the block, that's fine. You see my head, it doesn't do this. it resists gravity. So it's because I'm engaging my core. There. Head goes forward, and then I reach up. Make sense? That method is just so much better in engaging your muscles. Feel it for yourself. Give it a go and see how different your body feels. In the original version, the one that's been taught to us for years, you do feel like you're just hanging out. In the more active version, the difference is like day and night. And I cannot emphasize enough as well how important it is to hold on to something to support your core. When you're hanging, you are making your life difficult. If you're a beginner or you're not an experienced practitioner, your brain doesn't know what you want. Do you want to stretch or do you need to be stable? It's a contradictory message. But if you hold on to something, your shin or the block, feel the difference now. Feel the difference. This allows me to create this. There, you see how I've gone that way? There. You can bend your knees, and even if you do the Ashtanga version by hooking onto your toes, hook, I'm in side angle. Breathe. When you feel ready, reach up. There. See how my head continues to go forward as opposed to this where I'm just hanging out. As a summary, just because yoga poses have been done a particular way for so many years, it doesn't mean it's right. And typically we've been taught these fancy yoga poses by people who back in the day didn't have the same biomechanical understanding of the human body that we have now. And it doesn't mean that the old method isn't valid. It can be for some advanced practitioners, but for the average Joe, like you and I, and for majority of people that come to my studio, we need to be smarter about how we're doing our yoga poses. Don't forget to check out akramyoga.co.uk for a whole load of online training, CPDs, and yoga teacher training. Don't forget to like, subscribe, the usual stuff.